Hey there, it's Mindy, and welcome to my series on DIY tools for absolute beginners. The first tool we are talking about is a drill. I have a drill and driver combination. We'll talk more about that later, but this one is perfect for DIYers. This video is for you if you are confused by all the fancy terms out there related to tools, or if you've ever been confused by any complicated tips and advice you've heard. I think everyone should have a drill, but for DIY especially, it is a staple tool you will need to have. You may need to drill holes and mount something to a wall. You may need to drill a hole into something to hang it up. And of course, you'll need it to fasten all of those projects that you're going to make, any furniture that you need to put together, and so much more. I mentioned earlier that this is a drill and driver combination, which is perfect for DIYers. This gives you the ability to drill, which means creating holes, and drive, which means inserting a fastener like a screw. So this would be like a screwdriver. So starting with the front of the drill, this is called the chuck. Has this piece here that holds your drill bits in place while you're drilling. So think of bits like accessories. So you'll pick the bit based on the project that you need to do. So if you're drilling a hole, you're going to choose a drill bit, and fastening screws, a driver bit. Next is the switch trigger here. This is to start and stop. Some models like this one have variable speed, so I can start it slow and then speed it up. This button here is the rotation selector, so if you've used the drill before, you know you can go forward to drive in and reverse to remove screws. So revert forward and reverse. Because this is a combination drill, they have also selection here. This you can see looks like a drill bit, so you'd select this for drilling. Then this looks like a screw, that's for driving. This one also has a hammer drill function, but I'm not going to get into that on this video. Then there's a speed selector up here. There's a 1 and a 2. So 1 is for low speed. You use less speed on the setting, but more power or torque, which I'll get into in a second. And 2 uses a faster speed. So speed 1 is meant for driving in screws because you want to go slow and steady. And 2 is for drilling because you want to go through quickly so you don't split whatever you're drilling into. So lastly, we have this rotating part, and this controls what's called torque. That's just the intensity or the amount of force that is put into the drilling action. So if you're driving in a smaller screw, you'd go with a lower number. And this is mainly for driving. So when you're driving in smaller screws, you'll go with lower number, and larger fasteners, you go with the higher number. This drill also has other features that may or may not be on other models. So it has a LED light here. This is to add a belt clip, so you can just hang it on. It has a little tool holder back here for your standard drill driving bits. And this one is battery powered. Highly recommend a battery powered drill because you don't want to be attached to a cord. Okay, let's do a quick demonstration. Got my drill and just a block of wood. This is pine wood. So got some different size screws and a drill bit. So I'll start to kind of close it because this is pretty skinny. And then once it's just a little bit bigger, we'll go ahead and insert it. Make sure it's straight in there, not at an angle, and tighten it all the way. Then we're going to set it to drill, and Make sure it's straight in. Going the right way. Drill. Always use clamps when you're drilling. I'm just going to hold this piece for now because I'm not going to go in that far. So you see how that's a nice clean opening because of the speed of drilling. Now I'm going to open this a little bit wider so I can put in my driving bit. I'm going to use a Phillips head bit. There's lots of different types. Again, just open it up so that I can get it straight in there. Tighten it up and set it to drive. Then here is an example of using the torque. So if I want to use this tiny little screw, I'll bring it down so that it's going to just go nice and steady. Of course, this isn't the right size for that, but I'll just show you the large one. If I were to use this, it's kind of slow. Again, I'm on speed 1. I'm not doing much because it's on a low torque, so I'll bring that up. Jeez. All right, so let's recap. Drilling, creating holes. Driving is fastening. You can get drills and drivers separately, so 2 separate tools, but I love this combination and it's perfect for DIY and it saves space. Remember to adjust your settings according to the task you're trying to accomplish. And most importantly, read your manual and follow the safety instructions. Let me know if you have any questions about the drill, and stay tuned for the next video to see it in action, where I'll share a project using just the drill. Thanks for watching.